When Gwyneth Paltrow wasn't out there trying to sell her bodily scent and or selling $20,000 Crocs or whatever she's doing with the latest pyramid Ponzi scheme, she might be somewhat interested in returning to the MCU, but only if Robert Downey Jr. convinces her to unretire. So yeah, do you want to see Pepper Potts back in the MCU? Well, Gwyneth Paltrow says, I mean, you might. Recently doing interviews talking about what comes next and whether or not she has a place in the MCU, she says, well, I'm retired, so no. And then when they asked her, well, is there any chance, some off chance that you could come back? What would it take? She said, everybody buying foot shavings that I sell on my website. Okay, she didn't say that, but she probably does sell something like that, because she seems to be into selling weird things. Anyway, she stated she has a good relationship with Robert Downey Jr. If they ask her to come back, hopefully Robert Downey Jr. is involved, because if he comes back, she says he's the one that's going to convince her to do it because of the story and chemistry and the history that these characters have on film, and she genuinely enjoyed working with him and on these films. Okay, so just to go over the basics in case people forgot, Pepper Potts is still alive in the MCU and kicking about. Iron Man, not so much. So, her character is still out there. Whether or not she ever shows up, who knows? Maybe they could recast, but I think that'd kind of be stupid. But then again, if she's retired, if they can't talk her out of it and Robert Downey Jr. is not back, they might have to. Who knows what they're going to do? I'm assuming Marvel Studios could easily convince her to do it even without him. But I understand what she's saying. She feels like her story belongs with Tony Stark's story. So if he's coming back, yeah, bring her back. If he's not, then kind of what's the point, right? And there is something to that. I mean, yeah, sure, maybe she's just off, living somewhere in a cabin in the woods, taking care of the child, and somebody else is running the company now. You know, she just advises them. That's very possible, probably exactly what's happening. Maybe she'll come back for Armor Wars, maybe she won't, who really knows? Whatever happens, I'm just excited that she knows, at least this time, that she can come back, and that, you know, Iron Man is dead. Because remember old interviews where she's like, yeah, I met this guy, Sebastian Stan. And he was like, yeah, we've met like 4 times. And she didn't know who any of the other stars of the MCU were, because she didn't care. Yeah, that's funny.